Welcome to the Missing Kei, the podcast where I, Edie Woelfle, fractional CTO, founder of Keiboarder, and self-proclaimed tech janitor, turn startup tech chaos into scale-ready clarity. Today, we're going to tackle some common tech terms that can feel like a foreign language if you're not a developer. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clearer understanding of concepts like Agile, Codebase, Prototype, MVP, and Roadmap. So let's dive in. First up is Agile. Now, if you've ever found yourself in a meeting where people throw around the word Agile like it's some sort of magic spell, you're not alone. Agile is basically a way to build software piece by piece instead of all at once. Picture this. Your team meets every 2 weeks to show what they've built and then decides what to work on next. This way, instead of waiting 6 months to see any progress, you get to see working parts of your product every few weeks. This kind of method helps your team deliver real, usable pieces of your product regularly. No more waiting around for ages only to find out that half of what you built is outdated. To put it simply, Agile is your ticket to keeping things moving and staying on track. So next time you're chatting with your team, try asking, "What will you finish by next Friday?" It's a great way to start building some accountability. All right, moving on to our next term, Codebase. Imagine your Codebase like the foundation of your house. It's all the code that makes your product tick. Think of it as a super organized digital filing cabinet that holds everything your application needs to work. Code instructions, images, icons, buttons, you name it. Now, why does this matter? Because if your code base is messy or poorly organized, everything built on top of it becomes unstable. Many founders overlook this and don't keep track of where their code is stored or who has access. Big mistake. Avoid future headaches by asking your developer, where is our code stored and who else can access it? Make sure it's not sitting on someone's personal computer where it could disappear in the blink of an eye. Next stop, prototype. Think of a prototype as the movie set of your product. Looks real from the front, but doesn't actually do anything behind the scenes. It's a clickable mock-up that resembles your real app, but without all the back-end functionality. Why is this so crucial? A good prototype lets you test out your ideas without splurging on building the real thing. Tools like Figma are fantastic for creating these clickable prototypes. So before you get too deep into hiring developers, create a prototype and show it to potential users. Their feedback might just save you from creating a product no one wants. Simulate before you create, folks. Let's talk MVP, minimum viable product. Think of your MVP as a food truck rather than a 5-star restaurant. It's the simplest version of your product that still solves the main problem you're trying to address. This way, you get to the market faster and start learning from real users right away. One major pitfall to avoid is cramming too many features into your MVP. You end up wasting time and resources on stuff that customers might not even care about. Keep it simple. Write down the one problem your product solves and focus solely on the features needed to fix that problem. Everything else can wait for future versions. And finally, we land on roadmap. A roadmap is like your GPS for product development. It's a visual timeline that shows what you're working on now, what's coming up next in the next 2-3 months, and future ideas for later on. This gives everyone a clear understanding of what's happening and why. Sharing parts of your roadmap with users can even get them excited about what's to come. Tools like Canny.io can help you organize and collect useful feedback. Here's a quick tip. List your top 3 feature ideas on a piece of paper and then prioritize. Pick one to focus on first and move the others to a maybe later pile. This keeps you focused and efficient. And that's it for today's episode. You've now got a solid understanding of Agile, Codebase, Prototype, MVP, and Roadmap, terms that will make your tech journey a whole lot smoother. If you enjoyed this episode of The Missing Kei, leave a review and share it with your friends. Got questions or feedback? Just send me a message, and don't forget to check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned today. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we'll dive into the top 5 paid tools that are worth every penny for anyone working with tech. This is Edie Woelfle signing off. Talk to you next time.